stating that I have an offer for them. I thought long and hard, and I told my mother, I said, I've got to do something. We can't afford what's going on here. You know I can't afford to pay you and Dad that much, and you guys have tons of money. Come on. You can spend none of it. None of it. And it's floating around in cyberspace. So I will offer you this. You're 74 years old. You've made money through this company for almost 30 years now. Dad took it and took it and took it. This is my time. Trump has made it in, and I'm begging you. Let me, the once in 30-year cycle through the manufacturing trade, be on the bus this time, be on the front of the train. I want to be right there. We're equipped. We have the trucking. We have the employees. We have the staff. We have the knowledge. We have everything we need. Everything we need to become a tier 1 company and to stay there. My dream and my goal. That's what it was. So I go to my parents. My dad's the only one there, and I give him this letter. In the letter it says, I'll read it real quick, but this is the letter here. Pause it, ready to read it. But that's the letter. It's called the offer. It says, Dad, Mom, this is my one chance to finally end 26 years of what I was hoping to be a great idea for our family at one time. I want to forget about the mistakes we have all made to get us to this point. I don't want to argue, yell, or negotiate any terms. I feel my mom and dad are in good position to be relaxed and comfortable in their finances to accept this agreement with no questions asked, no problems with respect to issues or gratitude from me or my wife. I said it because I don't want them to think I'm disrespecting them, but hey, you're 74, you're already slowing way down. I should reduce your pay, and you need to help me financially here because this is I need to do this. Okay? So I didn't want to argue with him. I said the most heartfelt way I possibly could. I said this: I want to be able to control what I buy or sell without criticism from my dad or feel guilty because of what I want when I want something nice. If I earn it, I want to be able to make decisions and not feel out of place in my father's eyes to do it. I need this to move forward and feel successful of what we have accomplished. Even though my dad thinks without his help I would be nothing. I like to think I did this against all odds. I was able to achieve something no one else has been able to do. I'm not saying that I don't appreciate everything that both my parents have done to help me in their own words, in their own way. I'm saying that I need a nod from your parents that gives you the feeling that they are proud of you. It's not words I'm looking for, it's just that certain look from your dad that gives you a sense of relief that only can be explained at that time. A nod to move forward that only a man and his father could understand. Maybe I'm looking for something that doesn't exist, but to me it does. And only a few ever could achieve what we have achieved and can see or understand what I'm talking about. I hope my father knows how much I love him and how I've always wanted a friendship with him. One that doesn't look at regret, but looks at only at the success it's hard to say, but only at the success, and one is only about being proud of the other. I hope my dad sees through the dark skies and the bad times and sees the man he raised as and the success he has accomplished through hard work. It is time for my dad to be my friend and no longer my mentor. I have a family now, and I need to be the dad that my son needs. In order to do that, I need to release the past and start a new future. I need to release the past. This is the offer. Dad, Mom, I want to erase all agreements from the past. I want to consolidate all loans, agreements, and everything before May 1st, 2017. From here on out, I will pay you $5,500 a month for life. As long as my parents are living. I want this to be based off trust and respect. It will go on until all debts are paid and will continue as long as needed and they are living. I will pay $18 an hour for every hour for all hours worked by both my mom and dad. They will not need to punch a time clock, but only need to let me know the hours that I owe. No questions asked. I will continue to let them purchase vehicles under the company name and will cover all the insurance needed for those vehicles. I only need the payments to go through gross pay, and I will agree to pay out the vehicles they have now, and they will both own each vehicle. If they buy a new one, I will apply it. If they decide to purchase a new one, I will apply the worth of these two vehicles towards the new purchase. Anything that I own, they are welcome to use, if ever needed. Anything. Nothing will change from our daily routines as it is now. So I want to keep it flowing smooth. Because I will start to replace all depleted tools and vehicles as soon as possible, and will also plan on remodeling the offices as I see fit, because they were old and they need remodeling bad, but my dad does not like spending money. This is what pissed him off. Rebuilding the inner core of the company. Personally, I will start getting a paycheck again that I so badly needed. I quit getting a paycheck because we owed so much, I just paid whatever I could and then paid the employees and tried to survive. $20,000 a month is huge to a company my size. It's huge to growth. They didn't need it in their account, I thought. They should have been well off, which they are. I would also love to buy a boat to use at the house for fishing and doing things with my son. My son went through a lot. He's 14 when this started. Still haven't got a boat to fish with him. I live on a lake. It's been a disaster. He has been through more than me. He was popular, had a lot of friends, he has none. Sits home every night. Nothing to do. No friends anymore. Parents won't let him come over because they think I'm a crazy lunatic, drug addict, whatever. I make comments to him. I told him, son, don't go to school. He can't put up with it. So we tried homeschooling him, and we're still doing that. But it's sad. He still loves me. He's still rooting for me. And that's why we're going to rebuild this. It says, please don't think anything bad about this offer, as it's only a salvation I have left to start a new chapter in the Bittner family. I hope this sets a new feeling and refreshing of new days ahead for our family. Maybe we can get together more often with the kids and enjoy the time we have left. I would respect and know what was given up for us to do this and to happen, and hope I will forever make my dad proud and happy to have me as a son. This letter, it just ends here on my line. I hope I will set the standards for my son as he has for me. I love you both and hope tomorrow my dad shakes my hand and just looks at me with pride. Maybe I can go sit at the barn with him and talk about what's coming instead of what's past. That letter started the downfall of Eminem Policy. Not only did he think I was disrespecting him, he said he needed the money or he was going to go bankrupt, I guess, which is out some stratosphere somewhere that it's not even, shouldn't even been said. You know how that's possible. They saved every dime for 50-some years, I mean, including all mine. I mean, hello. 5/21/2017. I heard nothing but rumors. He's pissed off. He's screaming. Me and him are fighting. Whole shop hears. You know, what the hell's your problem? What's going on? You know, I need my money. You say you want. You don't think I need no more. Here we go. I never said that. I just asked. I said, "You're probably well off." You don't know where I'm at. My business, my money. You don't know where I'm at. I'm assuming. All right. Shut up. Fine. Let's leave it. Oh God, you're on drugs. Here we go. What does he do? Oh, gee. It worked 2 other times. Let's do it again. Now, 17 years later, all the old timers are gone that screwed me before, so I'm worried about him starting this back up. Dad, shut up. So they're going to come to you and say they have all these texts about how his son talked to their parents. Show them all, Mom and Dad. I want you to put every text online. I don't care. I said some mean... there's nothing worse I could ever think about saying to try to get them to stop. It stopped by please stop. Will you please stop? Hear another one. Dad, stop. You don't understand. They don't know nothing about building a company. So they don't understand that word goes around a lot, especially in a small town. They know it. The problem is it's not small town no more, and I don't have anywhere to grow. We grew through all our customers. Everyone knows me in the trade now. If you downfall now, it's a lot harder to make up. I'd rather start from scratch and no one knowing me than start from scratch with a bad reputation. Doing work for Tesla, Boeing, all them. You don't mess with these companies. It took us forever to do it. They're not gonna. They're successful without me. Okay. I'm supposed to be successful by getting in with them. Just doing that, knowing that we have respect. But no, we start getting into it. 7 weeks go by, and I'm living. Every rumor, the employees are talking. Now you got to understand, people wonder where the money went. They said we should have had a whole lot of money. It's like, okay, our pay was $50,000 a week. My guys are top paid in a skilled trade. I charge by the hour. The only way I make money, my top guys can do a 50-hour job in 40. Okay? What happens is gossip. Now, I don't know if you understand, they say women gossip a lot. Let me tell you something. Men gossip more. Okay? What do you think's going on for 7 weeks? Production's going down. I'm worried about them calling the cops again. They're saying false rumors. They're saying this. They're saying that. They made up a CSC charge back in 2000, for Christ's sakes. I went to full trial with them. Was locked up for a year. So I'm freaking out. Shut up. Try coming to work. Of course, and I can't go home and talk to my wife anymore because we're getting divorced. So that comfort isn't there. So I have no one. Okay? So I'm trying to defend myself. Then you got your best friends, which I really didn't have a lot of friends. I had a lot of acquaintances because they worked for me. I didn't have time for a lot of friends. I didn't have anybody I actually hung out with every night. I hung out with the guys at work and I talked to them, but I went home pretty much alone. And you get worried about that. But then you get people to start to second question you, even though you haven't done anything. Are you sure? I mean, what's going on? So I start getting mad. What do you think, man? What do you think? What'd you see? Well, I start pissing them off. I'm getting mad. Why do you even ask me that? Are you serious? I mean, come on. Really? Just do your job. The problem is when you get $50,000 a week payroll and they're gossiping, payroll's supposed to be at least, on a service company like mine, 50% or less, or you're not going to make it. That's where ours went to. Immediately went to 70%. So we start losing money. You start losing 10, 15, 20,000 a week in your receivables and cash flow that you're already having a cash flow problem with because of your parents. You start losing money fast. My dad knew this. My dad would show up at the shop when I wasn't there and stir things up. Tell them I was on drugs, I was bad, they better get out, blah, blah, blah. Then they open their own business. The whirlwind that they caused. And they're going to take my building, which they did. I let them mortgage my building for me because I put a new addition on. So this building alone with the new addition is worth a lot of money. To me, it's worth more than anybody. I put brand new windows in it. We have at least $400,000 or $500,000 into this building, getting it to where it's at from when we bought it. It's supposed to last me a lifetime. A lifetime. I owed him $260,000 on this building. He refused to take my payment because he's going to foreclose on me. Now I didn't make his payment because there was other issues going on financially because of the rumors. I couldn't make this payment, but in May of 2017, I was fine. The reason I couldn't make these payments, now the deal's going south, is because of my payroll instantly shot down. The rumors are going off, and I can't concentrate on my job no more. I got to concentrate on defending myself for these people. And they get upset because of the fear of the past showing back up, and people working for me that's talking smack about me now that already wanted to see something go on because they like that way. They like the Jeffs. They love to see people just start falling and losing everything they got. And just, oh God, it's great. They get off on it. It's a sick thing to have. Gossip is sick. You know, it affects people. I have a son. I have a life. Other people work here. Other people are good people here. They're good work here. The handful of guys that are bad are going to ruin this entire thing, and I knew it. But they keep on talking smack. Yeah, I know your parents are right. Yeah, oh, bullshit. Uh-huh. They don't even know. They have no clue. None. They don't know any part of my personal life. They work for me. They get a paycheck. They go home. I talk to them at work. They don't know nothing. But yet they start rumors and lies, Jeff. Lies. They just start things that make no sense. There's not one person I've ever hurt that worked for me. Not one person up to that point. Anybody. Anywhere. Anywhere in July of 2017, I write this other letter, I've done nothing to nobody. I didn't fire anybody. There's no reason for this. It's just the love of gossip. The love of just wanting something to do. Talk smack. And we had a couple good ones, Jeff. So, people that like that, I don't like. And I'll tell you I don't like them. And I seen it happening. And people are saying we're losing money now because I'm spending money. I'm doing drugs, you hookers. No. Operations cost so much now that if you get this type of gossip in my company, we're going to lose 20 to 30,000 every week until it stops, if not more. Every week. Not only that, my customers are going to start getting pissed off because their work's going to start going all shoddy because our due date's going to be missed. We have to run like a well-oiled machine, which we have to be precise. That's what built us, is the trust of our quality of our work, the delivery. We had primo trucks, CDL drivers. We had the top. That's what we needed. Those top people start hearing this. They don't want to deal with it. The people that can actually get a job say, man, it's kind of funny for me. They start quitting. That starts killing me. I'm trying to defend myself, but they don't want to hear that. Who wants to hear a father and son argue back and forth? You know what? That's fine. I got a family to worry about, which they're right. They worry about their family, which is smart, and they quit. So I got to start worrying about this, so I start getting madder and madder. So they still don't answer me about this deal, which is supposed to be a handshake, a hug from my father, and a smile the day after I gave it to him. That's all I wanted. I've never screwed them before in my life. I've never missed a payment for 40 years from my parents. 40 years I paid on time. 40. And then they yell and tell people that I don't know how to pay my bills. You're paying his bills. You don't know how to pay. This is a lie. They flat out lied about me. And the banks know my parents. My parents are writers, so next thing you know, hey, what happens? Well, come July 2017, I write this to them. They finally meet me. I said, well, I had very high hopes for this agreement. Would end the 7-week ordeal, but it comes to no big surprise to me that even though it's close to the end result, it has to have Larry Bittner spin on it. There's no way in God's green earth I will sign what I came up with. It was an offer. They tried a counter offer with mine, which came to all the stipulations, and if I do this, you do that, but we can get everything. So I didn't want it. I was wondering why you guys at first wanted to even talk to me or wanted to work for free. The offer they came up with, which we can't get into right now, and this is actually set up for no income taxes. They come with something about to work for free. The last two offers I had percent. I sat here in my office 11:30 p.m. on my birthday, which is July 1st, staring at my walls, wondering why you guys wanted to do it this way. All of a sudden it hit me. Now I know exactly what you want and why. They wrote this offer that made no sense to me. They wanted to work for free. They wanted me to pay them with no interest. And it started hitting me. One is to say that they could do a big favor for me. They're getting me off. We're letting them pay. You know, we're giving it to them. But I still owe them $1 million, which I didn't owe the money. That was the whole point. And by this time, they have already destroyed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars because of their whining and crying and complaining to people and saying lies. I'm on drugs. I'm this. I need help. I mean, everything else. My parents wouldn't even talk to me. They turned their back on me. Now, I know exactly why you want it that way. One, so you can say you're doing me a favor. And really not. And the other is because of income taxes. It's funny how you're willing to give up everything for the advantage to earn more money. No matter how bad I need something or what happens to me, there's no way Dad will ever do anything for anyone if it doesn't bring him profit, which he won't. That's beyond my comprehension, but proves how bad you guys need help with your issues. Because he will not pay taxes. He doesn't care. He hates taxes more than he does me, and that's bad. And that's why I wrote them. Think about what I asked for 7 weeks ago, and how simple it would have been for you to once in your lifetime actually do something to help me out, and to prevent the devastation you're about to create. Now, I predicted this, because I know my dad. The losses would be great for both of us. And as you already know, I will go to the ends of the earth to try to make you understand that this is the last chance I will ever have to achieve my dreams. And what you have done to me personally, and how much you have affected my dreams and goals just for money that you will never end up spending. The money that you are trying to claim will sit in a bank somewhere, or nowadays in cyberspace, floating around from bank to bank, never finding a real home. Just think when you sit around today relaxing, watching a movie about the havoc you have caused me. Now my family and the setback of my company once again. All because you can't accept something I've written up. All because you want another tax advantage or money in the stock market. I can't ever imagine doing anything this in the same galaxy to my son. And that's if he never worked a day in his life. For a little bit of money. For what then, if it's not that? Why wouldn't you just say okay? This makes no sense. Do you guys not even know what life is or what I needed? Because it's gone now. Right now my chest is so heavy I can barely sit here. The stress is so severe that I can't eat or sleep more than 2 to 3 hours a day. Every few minutes I have to press on my chest to feel better. I have to push it really hard to get any relief. There is no way in hell that a son should be put in this position like this by his own parents and have to choose between his family's future and his parents. Never ever should it be an issue just because of a little bit of money. The money will never be used. Below are the facts of this company and the truth as to why I'm in the position. The final decision was decided by you, not me, and could have been completely avoided if you would have just simply said, sure son, we trust you. If you think the company needs us, then we are good for it. We just want to relax and watch the grandkids grow. You deserve a break, and we are okay right now. Please, let's review this at the end of the year. That's all I wanted. A relief. This is my time. I don't know how we're going to handle it. Trump came as president. We're booming. Okay? It's now, what, 7 months after the actual in the presidency, 10 months after he was elected, 9 months after he was elected. I knew it was going to happen because I'm in manufacturing. So manufacturing obviously was going to boom. We didn't know where, how fast, but I wanted to be right there. We were ready. Instead, it took me till May just to be able to write the letter because I knew what my dad was going to do. And then July, 7 weeks, he's destroying the company. We're already on downfall. And I'm trying to stop him. Okay, sorry, whatever. I won't do it. Fine. Then the facts. I wrote a letter of the facts of what happened. Just like I'm telling you now. And what happens? From there on out, devastation. Rumors don't stop. He keeps yelling. Payroll's rising. Sales are going down. My receivables are plummeting because I'm using this cash to hold on to the company. He knows this. So my dad sits on that hill every day. He knows what he's doing. He's mad because I'd end up firing him because I could. Like he did me in 96. But I had to here because I talked to him and they took another check of $20,000 and I was already strapped. Checks are going to bounce. But they wanted their share and he didn't care. I brought him up to my office. I said, Dad, what's going on, man? Listen, and you guys can't take this money. I'm going to go bankrupt. And he said, what's that for me to do? You should have signed the papers, son. I mean, ain't nothing I can do. You say you got to owe me. You pay, you got to pay, you're paying, you got to pay it. This is M&M Polishing now. You have nothing to do with M&M Polishing doesn't owe you any money. Michigan Mold, I guess, would owe it to you. But why are you in M&M? And that's why I got to cease paying it. I got to stop paying now. That's when it broke loose. I'm on drugs. Lies. It's devastating. What happens next?